Welcome everyone back to another BOLDcast One Piece reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is One Piece episodes 403 and 404. Big battle in the archipelago this time and last time, but now Sentomaru is entering the fray. Leave a like and subscribe to see what happens this time and see our reaction to what happens this time. Check out Patreon to get 2 weeks ahead of uncut reactions, 1 week ahead of edited reactions. Let's go.
Like telling him how much he's worth.
Oh. But it shook him out of his ability.
Yeah, I guess that ability only works if he's like focused on, like he has to complete it. It doesn't just like stay there if he gets startled.
Beppo.
This guy doesn't really have a lot of personality compared to the other warlords. I wish Nami would electrocute him. Maybe it could
Do a short.
Yeah, it might not work, but it's worth a try. Why don't Robin get in there, start unplugging some stuff on his like ripped open arm? Oh,
Chopper!
Whoa.
It's a blizzard, just like back home.
Oh. No! Damn, these trees are getting obliterated.
Oh no 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 no!
Franky really is a JoJo character.
Yeah.
Why would you announce yourself? Uh-oh. I think Usopp might have the right idea on this one. Oh, Usopp! That was a crazy attack. I wonder if they only have a certain number of blasts. He just kind of used it all up. Can we like dissect him?
Where are you running, Nami?
Oh! Oh!
Nami?
Get him.
Did it work? Seems like we're fucking him up pretty good, but he just like bounces back in a second.
Yeah.
Oh, now he's
just going crazy.
It's an area of effect attack that distinguishes neither friend from foe.
Oh, it's like the sensors are not working. It's just like locking onto everything.
More Sanji action? Oh, bandana Zoro. It's over. They didn't see it versus Kaku.
Honestly, I didn't think that would be something that other people could see.
Yeah.
I was just, he's going real fast. Oh. Smack him, Luffy.
so
that
scary.
other guy gonna show up, I'm gonna get so mad. Get him.
That's gotta be it.
There's no way. Can someone turn him off?
Okay, now let's see what's going on with him.
Like, I know, because he's bleeding, so he's still kind of a cyborg, but he's clearly a clone, but, he doesn't talk. He doesn't really seem to think. Like, the other, actual Kuma could, was clearly doing his own thing.
I wonder if they just took a piece of him and then built a clone, like an identical cyborg around that piece of him, and because that piece of him is in there, it can use the devil fruit.
But it's not using the devil fruit.
Or no, yeah, I'm dumb. What the fuck? No, I'm thinking about it wrong. It must just be a cyborg then, or a full-on robot. I mean,
a robot with human.
But then
skin.
That's why I'm confusing myself. Is because what would be the point of including a piece of human biology
just
there?
To make him look the same.
I guess. Unless it's a piece of Kizaru, because they said that the beam was similar.
The twin brother, but there's no way he had multiple twin brothers or triplets. The fact that you say that means I feel like there's definitely a way to create a live person from scratch.
They're labeled like the guys in yeah. Pacifista X4. Numbered kind of similar to Hogback's stuff. Kind of similar, not exactly.
This guy.
Sentomaru.
Oh, with another.
Oh my god.
You couldn't do it yourself? You had to bring another Kuma? Captain maybe her science unit. Interesting.
It's time to run.
Doesn't really make much sense, does it? No. Right.
Right.
Damn it. Okay, Hagrid. I shouldn't have told you that.
Shouldn't have told you that. PX1.
Just self-destruct?
Why in God's name would you do that? Tell him to do that while you're standing right next to him.
It's serious when Luffy says we should run away. Great, let me go. Usopp, you're faster than him. Go! And he doesn't know where he's going even. I thought you loved beams, Chopper. Nice. Well, you guys can all swim. Let's jump in the water. Whoa. I didn't believe him when he said he had good defense. He doesn't look that I think it's a haircut. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Of all groups to wind up with this guy, too. You caught him on a bad day. You put him to sleep, Brook? This freaking show.
Alright. Fuck. Well,
No, they did defeat one.
they did. But it took everything they had. Like,
And there's more.
all
Yeah.
the tricks up their sleeve.
You know, maybe if Zoro was at like peak physical condition, things could be different.
But like they used all their ultimate shit pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, so
Not looking good. And I like Sentomaru. I wasn't too concerned about him, but he's growing to be a bit more of a concern. At first, I was like, this guy. Like he just does. When he was introduced, he didn't look very intimidating. But no, he really means business.
Yeah, he's got the tomoe and like whole Japanese style. I wonder if he's connected to. So there's two possibilities. One is Enel or Eneru. I don't think so, because that wouldn't really make any sense. But he's also got like the kanji on his shoulder. He's got the tomoe, the rope and shit. He's very Japanese looking. Maybe Wano, perhaps, because that seems to be like the Japanese inspired kingdom that is in the new world that you know, so maybe we'll, and he's like the wording or the descript, like kind of the style of his moves is sort of, I don't know, maybe he's like kind of a sumo wrestler type. I don't know, maybe I don't know, maybe there's something there. Maybe he's connected to Wano in some way. Other than that, I don't really have anything to say about the episode.
Yeah, I like when they all let their big attacks in. That was kind of fun. But things are not looking good now with the like a couple of like small teams versus really powerful people. Like I don't like, are some of the other pirates gonna show up and help them? I don't know why they would do that if they weren't getting attacked, you know. But I guess we'll find out.
Do you guys subscribe next one? I want to apologize for myself yesterday.
Of all groups to wind up with this guy.
The silhouette for a second to me looked like Doflamingo. It was not a good time to record, but we had to. So, but I'm feeling a little bit better now. But we'll see. Maybe I'll be just as bad. Let's check it out. Oh, it's looking all right. It's looking all right. Oh, it's looking pretty good. Oh, it's looking really good today. Oh my god!
I love this pair.
Beppo! Oh!
Oh,
Shake it off, Beppo.
you're okay. Oh. We were playing dead.
Every time, like out of the corner of my eye when it shows his name in the corner there doing that, I'm like, does this say fat ass Captain Kid? Does he have the pawpaw fruit?
Oh my god.
That was a big attack.
Immediately gets up. Sure you did. He seems so weak. I wonder why this guy can't like control the metal, you know, that's in him.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I mean, maybe it's non-magnetic.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, he's galvanized steel beams.
Titanium magnetic? I don't
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean, gold, I don't think gold's magnetic. He's got the pawpaw fruit, look.
Is Beppo just a bear man, or does he have the bear fruit? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is up with Beppo?
Back at it.
Round 2.
This guy.
Sentomaru.
Right. Get him, Usopp.
You missed?
It's really more of
I
a
was just
long-
going through. Brook should really fight him. He can't be blinded.
Yeah. Kick Zoro out of the way while you're at it. Gold glint. Chopper. Yes. And like I can move at the speed of light, so I don't know if this is gonna really help that much. Oh my god!
Ray-san. Oh shit, look at that hole. I keep forgetting to call him the Dark King.
Oh my god.
Is this gonna be a kite situation? This feels like a kite situation. He even has white hair. Oh, is he just gonna scram?
Really just shows up, flexes, this guy leaves. You just move faster than light? Or does he is it because of his devil fruit that he probably has? Damn!
Is the thing done?
The boat?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It can't be. It hasn't been the time.
It's so crazy to see Luffy just be like, we can't
We are
win this.
so-
Let's go.
Oh, nice.
Let's go.
I love Luffy, just the immediate trust in him.
Oh my god.
He has a sword! He has a claymore? Or something? What?
Ooh.
Murakamo sword. I think that's another thing like that. Is that the other name for Kusanagi? Oh my god, this is fucking crazy. Oh!
Insane.
What actress is this?
Fuck off. Right in the butt.
If there is any part of Kuma in this thing, if it's not just a whole cloth, like, replication.
It's so good when like enemies actually, like, it's terrifying, but it's so good when they actually go after injured people.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we're killing them. We're getting rid of them. We're making
No
sure
prisoners.
that they can't come back and mess us up.
What are you talking about?
Zoro. No. Nakamoto's up.
Oh my god!
Brook.
Oh, he was about to run away because he's way faster, because he's so light.
Whoa. Oh.
Ow.
Ah.
Ow!
Give him some milk.
He needs some milk. His animation technique is great. Just like they did, it wasn't even to the line of like the where the tail goes. It was just like,
Oh. Let's go. Keep going, Usopp. Oh.
Run, you fool! This is very bad.
Yes. Oh my god, this guy.
He's fine, Chopper.
I'll bounce back.
Oh, it is different. It's like maybe a hockey technique that like...
Oh my god!
This is fucked. How are we gonna get out of this? Are we about to get captured?
We need Monster Chopper again?
Oh, he might do it. Oh no!
My god.
He's doing it.
This guy better count his final moments. Poor Chopper.
Poor Chopper.
Oh yeah, Franky had no idea what was going on with that.
That's not good. Like this type of thing isn't good enough to beat these people.
Yeah.
They're too skilled to be intimidated by size and pure strength.
I mean, it could be a bit of a distraction, I guess.
Yeah, but there's not enough of them to carry each other away at this point. Oh god, he's just gonna snipe Chopper right now. Or is he gonna...
Registering is a different thing. Except you gotta... I don't know what you gotta do.
Brook's probably not that heavy. Oh yeah, it wasn't enough because it's not a target.
He got ordered to capture them. Oh!
It's real Kuma! This is what we've been waiting for. What's he gonna do? He cut them some slack, but now there's eyes about. He's got the Bible. A godly man. Borg. He recognizes the voice. Is Kuma just gonna he's not gonna... Is he just gonna try and take them in alive, at least? He's like, after all that work that I put in, like,
Yeah.
proving that you are worthy of living, you just come here and die to my clones?
Yeah. Oh no.
Just promise me one thing. Send me to the Sky Island. Oh no. He just sent him flying to the stratosphere.
Smack all of them to the same place while you're at it.
But this is, he's acting like he's hurting them, but I think he just saved his life.
Yeah.
There's some shit going on here with that. Kuma's so OP, he could just send, if he wanted to save somebody, he just sends them away.
Yeah.
Or send the enemies away. Yeah, he's fine. He'll be fine.
Chilling.
He will be fine.
I don't know where he is, but he's probably better off than right here, honestly.
Could you, could you imagine, though, if they just kill a character like that?
That would be
like,
crazy.
after all that shit?
I added way too many people to my crew.
Yeah.
Zoro's
had his time in the sun. Fuck him. No, could you imagine if it was just, if, like, One Piece was that kind of story where, like, I don't expect it or want it to be, really, but, like, in another series, that's the kind of shit that is like, oh my god, he just showed up after all this struggle, after already sparing him, then just like, you know what, fuck it, bam, and just like disappears, no funeral, no like mourning, no like act of desperation, just like, and just out of existence.
You're gone.
Yeah, obviously he's not dead, but it's very dramatic. But if in a different series, I would be really scared.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe
not that it's not scary that he's here, because we still don't know
exactly
what he will do, because
yeah.
we know that there's conflict and that there's treachery about with Kuma on some level, even if it's smaller than we might expect or bigger than we might expect, or some level he is disobedient, and it goes against his reputation. And he has that reputation because he has all these clones that are perfectly obedient. So when he shows up here, we don't know what the fuck he's gonna do. We know when he's alone, he'll spare us, or he'll give us a chance and like test our loyalty and our courage. But when there's an admiral right there, when there's an execution of Ace going on somewhere close by, somewhat close by, whether it's in the city or on the other side of the red line or wherever it is, we know that, you know, or we don't know what he'll do if in that case, when there's scrutiny. So, but you know, it seems like he's probably saving Zoro here.
Yeah.
Where he sent him, like here, because I don't know. We'll need to see what happens with his ability, because if Zoro's like really hurt and still hurt from their last meeting,
and then he
just like
smacked.
bong, and then just like goes into the, because okay, if he gets smacked, is he going straight through the trees, like through like Scooby-Doo through the trees, like I mentioned in the podcast? Like, is there gonna be a Roronoa Zoro sized hole in like all of these bubble trees everywhere, like 50 miles one way, or did he get sent into the stratosphere and then will fall back down into the water or something?
Die by getting, you know, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how it works. Maybe the fruit allows him to like cushion their fall or something.
And poor Chopper.
He did what he could. At least he did it. You know, like at least he did something. He was like, okay, we're in a really dire situation. I need to do something. Like,
I also like that this is like the situation. Like, you know, it's so crazy. Like Luffy is saying, "Run away! We need to escape, or we're gonna get killed." You know, it's that serious. We have Gold Roger's right-hand man going up against one of the guys that's coming after us, you know?
Yeah, and they're matched because...
Yeah, he's not, he didn't
Ray
just show
old.
up, like, with anyone else, or if this guy didn't have, like, a devil fruit that basically allowed him to get beat up and cut as much as possible, then, like, Rayleigh probably, like, if it was anyone else, he could have just cut them down immediately, you know?
This is probably the most powerful devil fruit we've seen so far, I think. Like, you could like, when we saw Ace, it was like, oh, Ace is, like, super strong. But when we saw Eneru, we were like, he's a god. Like, he controls lightning. He can, like, create island-sized storms and shit, like or crocodile as well. These like Logia fruits are insane, but the ability to control light is like beyond even Eneru, who I'd argue is probably the strongest, other than maybe Blackbeard. But Blackbeard is strong in the context of fighting another devil fruit user. He's probably strong otherwise, but we don't know as much about it.
We saw him kind of do like one crazy thing that was huge, and you don't know how you could.
Yeah, and then there's Moria, but his fruit was really flawed in a lot of ways and required a lot of cunning. But like, if you have the same amount of cunning with a fruit like this, you could get way farther. Yeah. You know, because it's just destructively more powerful. So, you know, it's possible that this guy is the strongest, and you know, as far as application, it definitely rivals Aokiji's fruit. Just in terms of the fruit alone. My point is, Kizaru is like on a completely different level than even people we've met so far, even the strongest people we've met so far. Yeah. So Rayleigh here is old. And
he's not even seemingly using a devil fruit at this moment.
Rayleigh? I don't know if he has a devil fruit.
We don't know if he has one, but I mean, if he has one, he doesn't appear to be using it, I guess is what I'm saying, and he's going head to head with this guy. So if he does have one, then that would mean that he's even on a whole other level. It's also interesting as well, like, seeing more of the admirals and how, like, there's this guy, there's Aokiji, like, they're on such a higher level, and the fact that Garp turned down the like, request of him to become an admiral, it really begs the question of like, how powerful is Garp? Like he was clearly just messing around with us, because they wouldn't offer someone the position of a guy like this if he couldn't like do, not exactly like this, but you know what I mean, if he wasn't on this level or a very similar one, you know? Oh
yeah. I wanted to look up it is Kusanagi. So
this guy's like making stuff out of light of all of these. It's like weapons.
So he probably, yeah, so there's 3. There's the Yatamir, Kusanagi, and then Magatama, which is actually what I think the Tears of the Kingdom, like, tiers are based on. Yeah, they're jewels, status rulers in Japan. I bet it'll be like some kind of a bullet attack or something like that, if I had to guess what that will be. I thought there was 3, but I think in, this is Shinto, but I think in Buddhist mythology, there's like, the fucking Sage of the Six Paths, like, all his stuff, like the fan and there's like multiple things like that, but it's a similar like heavenly objects type thing, but it's from a different aspect of Japanese religion. But so in that one there's 7, in this one there's 3. So, and I think there are other ones as well that are super important. But so it's interesting that he pulls out this, uses the the other name for the blade, and then but it's funny that there's 3 and they all belong to him. I think that it's again it's a framing device that I think a lot of Japanese people would obviously know to be like, in the same way that Naruto does it, or other series, not just Naruto, but other series do. It's like when a character possesses these like basically gifts of God, it's like it should be a signal for how overwhelmingly strong they really are. If they possess something like this. But if he possesses these 2, he likely possesses a 3rd really powerful attack as well based on it. So that's interesting.
That was interesting too, like, because Chopper is so like the picture of him and everything, that would obviously be possessed by these like machines to like recognize him. It's just like, oh, this thing, it's like super powerful, but like it doesn't have a bounty and it doesn't have a name. I don't care about it. I'm going back to Usopp, who's like not even good, you know?
Yeah.
That was crazy. I just want to get on to the next one. I want to see if we're gonna see where Zoro got blasted to, or what, you know?
When RAYLEIGH first came in with that shot of him like gliding along like this,
that was insane. It's like literally Attack on Titan.
I love that attack too, that like he would have blown everyone up anyway, but he's like executing Zoro.
I also love the, like, obviously it's like silver's right, like silver and gold with Gold Roger, but this fight is also like silver and gold because the guy's like light, like sun.
Well, he's also the Dark King, so it's the light, the glint fruit, which is light, and then he's the Dark King. And also it's funny that he is the basically like the first mate of Roger. Yeah. And he's also a swordsman, just like Zoro. I think that's probably intentional. Like, again, it's creating all of these parallels with Luffy and Roger in an element of theming. Like, if you've seen Haikyuu, the little giant from Haikyuu, how, like, you know, Hinata is basically just the reincarnation of
someone that's already alive.
Of someone that's already alive, or Gon and Jing, or you know, all that shit, all that kind of stuff. It's a framing device. It's like, it shows where we're going to be, or Roku and Avatar, Last Airbender type thing.
What I also like about, so he has the sword like Zoro, but he also, his first move was he just kicks this guy like Sanji. Like he swoops in and literally just kicks him. And like that, like, you know what I mean? Like, he could have had his sword out. He could have attacked him with his sword, but he didn't. He just kicked him.
I think it was honestly it's a really cool image. I think that's the main reason, but there is like a mechanical sort of choreographical move for it, or a reason for it, because if he just sliced his foot off, he's still, the attack would still go off, so he's redirecting it, which would be more useful with this kind of a block type thing. So it's always nice when those things intersect, because it's easy to make a cool moment and a cool entrance. But for it to be like, okay, that was like overly cool kind of for no reason. Like JoJo does that a lot, where it's like, okay, you didn't need to do that. Like, you didn't need to strike that pose. But like, you know, when it's really cool and there's like you create a logical reason to do the thing that the person did, it's just a very simple makes it more believable, keeps the stakes high when it's like they're doing things that make sense.
I also kind of wonder, like, if he does, like, what's letting him, is it just that he's so fast that he is going at the speed of light? I think he has, like,
the hockey aura stuff, like, he like, knocked everybody out who didn't have any potential.
Yeah, but I just mean, like, to be able to touch the light, like, you know, would that help with that, or does he have something, or does he, like, he's called, like, the dark, like, just, like, obviously Blackbeard has, like, what is he called, the dark fruit.
Yeah.
Like, does he have, like, the shadow fruit or something?
I think that was Moria.
Oh, yeah. But I was thinking more like, yeah.
I think what may be happening goes back to Sentomaru, because Sentomaru is doing these, like, karate-style moves, probably from
like
Wano.
It
has, like, you're maybe using, like, I forget what the thing is called. Is it Ko or Ren or whatever in
Hunter x
Hunter, where you, like, coat your body with a little bit of the aura, or where you're punching, you put, like, a percentage of your entire aura in that, and it, like, protects you, but you can still do damage, type thing. And maybe that's what allows them to, or like in Jujutsu, it's like a partial domain, where they put a mini domain expansion with aura in their hands so that they can, like, punch and it nullifies any aura defenses in that area, or allows you to get past, say, Gojo's shit. I think maybe they're setting up for something like that, which is huge now that we're getting into people like Kizaru, and, you know, people are only going to get more powerful. That's shown in power creep, so, like, we need some way to counter it. And the hockey aura stuff is becoming more and more of a thing. So I think that this demonstration by Sentomaru that, like, he's a rubber man. How are these attacks, like, hurting him? Like, what is happening? I think that this is a introduction of that aspect of it. It makes sense why people with devil fruits really need to be creative, and people without devil fruits really need to be careful, but have a chance. It's like kind of leveling the playing fields, because now it's not like, oh, devil fruit people and then everyone else, you know? It's Uchiha and then normal ninja type thing. Or whatever, like people, really powerful people in another series. Or like Saiyans and then everyone else type thing. Now, because if that's the case, then maybe we'll start seeing more leveling of that playing field.
Especially, like, with the sort of on theme of, like, cyborgs and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
it was a good question. Sorry, continue.
Like, just the whole, like, how Franky is able to kind of, like, be on a similar level, and then we see, like, the extension of that, of, like, all of the pacifistas, like, going around taking out pirates that have crazy bounties and crazy devil fruits as well, you know? So it's like, if you can work really hard, you can also get modified to be able to do that, you know what I mean? Like, there's many different things that you can do.
Let us know if there is a reason why Captain Kidd can't mess with the pacifistas. Is it just that they're very strong and that's it? Can he only do small objects metal? And maybe it's don't answer this, because we don't know if he even makes it out of this, or, you know, whatever, but maybe it'll be like a level up of his devil fruit that he can do, like, larger metal objects. But yeah, it should be that he could at least feel something with Kuma.
I also don't know, because
and with Franky.
I like, in Mistborn, the series by Brandon Sanderson, it's all about, like, they're allomancers and they can control metal, but there's, like, a specific rule that if metal is in someone's body, then you can't sense it, because it's like it's like inside there. So, like, if you had, like, an earring, or, like, if you, like, ate metal, or if it was, like, stabbed into you in some way. I think that's likely some element of that explanation makes sense. I would be disappointed by that in One Piece, because devil fruits are you're supposed to embody literally that thing. It's like Luffy is a rubber man. Like, if you're a magnet, then, like,
Luffy is rubber to the point where he fights Eneru, and he is the element that is a weakness to him. Like, you know, it is that thing. You are that thing. It's not like you have that in you. They become that thing, whatever it is. And
the thing is that obviously having that, like, rule of, like, if it is within a body, it cannot be like meddled with is useful in a series where there's multiple of those people, but like constructing a cyborg and giving it a human skin based on like the chance that one guy will have a magnet that can't work if it's inside someone's body doesn't make sense. So it's probably just the composition of the metal.
Like if it comes out that like, oh, Vegapunk is like, oh, but what if somebody has a big magnet? Like it's like why would you think that? Why would you think
the
that?
metal could just be like
iron,
non-magnetic metal, or
maybe he can only do like steel and iron or something.
He could also be too heavy. Like if
that's what I'm saying is maybe because like how Crocodile early juncture says like that you need to level up your devil fruit. We're just seeing that with Luffy. You need to like you find a creative way to like expand the use of your devil fruit. That's maybe that's what will happen with Captain Kidd if he doesn't get captured and die in this excursion.
But
as an example of the one guy who also wants to be Pirate King and is on Luffy's level.
Yeah.
You know, he gets taken in and then Luffy has a reason to go on and carry his memory type thing.
But also, like you were saying before, the being able to feel, like he would have to just not be magnetic, because if something was too heavy for you, like if I went up to like, I don't know, like a giant brick of cement and I'm like, I try and lift it and I'm like, it doesn't just not exist to me because I can't lift it.
I think honestly it might be an oversight by Oda that will be covered by the idea that Vegapunk needs, like, this is a peak cyborg. It's like a peak product, so there's not any diluted metals in it to the point where they are magnetic. Like it's super high carbon steel or something, or very like highly. I need like galvanized steel. I said that, but like, you know, coins are magnetic too, and they're galvanized. But maybe there's different levels. I don't know the fucking science behind it, but I think that maybe there will be some kind of scientific-esque metallurgical explanation as to why not. But if nothing else, like even if there is an explanation, the reason why I would be disappointed by not having that interaction is because you have a guy who controls metal and there's a metal man. It's like, why, like that's the recipe for like a back and forth, like you know. This guy, like, it's like you have a guy who controls metal, there are people that are metal, and you create a rule that separates them from interacting with each other. It's like, that's the reason why you have a metal controlling person, like a Magneto-esque guy, so that he can fuck with Wolverine who has metal bones. You know, like that's the point of it, is there's an interaction there on a level. So I'll take whatever I get. I'm just putting it out there for everyone who's like a crazy One Piece stan, that like it may be disappointing if there's nothing there. I hope that there is. If there's not, I'll be a little bit disappointed. I can get over it, but it's because it's just like, why? It's like, why not have that? You know, it's just more fun to have that kind of interaction. But I just hope the explanation is more like he's also weak. He has things that he needs to learn about his devil fruit. Not, oh, this metal man is not magnetic at all. There's no part of him that's metal. Or I'd be fine with that. I don't know. No, I'll take it as it comes. It's not that big of a deal. I just
think it would have been cool if he's that big of a deal. If he was like summoning all the metal to him, and then he was getting like dragged towards like Kuma. Because
it would have been a cool way,
because it was like
for them to realize it.
Yeah, and they're like, wait a minute. I thought this was one of the warlords of the sea. Why am I like being dragged towards him? Like, well, how does he have that much metal on him? And it's like, oh, something's not right here. And then they're striking at him, and then it's like, zzz, and like the metal gets, because it gets exposed anyway. They've found out now, but that would have been. It would have been a cooler cool reveal, because then they would have been scared.
Well, that's the thing. It would have been cool if Captain Kidd was on our crew, but because we already know Kuma is a thing, then it kind of defeats the purpose of revealing it. You know, but
that's true.
That's why it's not like a huge loss, but it's just, I don't know, it's not even a loss yet. We don't even know, it's not over yet, so we'll see how it goes. They're fighting another Kuma.
I feel bad to harp on it so much. I just feel like it could have been a little bit cool. Like I feel like
it's not over yet.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not over yet. We're not even really harping on it. We'll see how it goes. I'm interested to see what it goes with. But if it does, you know, here's the thing: is we have these kind of conversations a lot about random shit. And usually, like, we're very pessimistic, and then it turns out that there is something. So, you know, we'll wait and see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leave a like and subscribe. See you next one, Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Very exciting. Bye-bye.